Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are talking about May monthly specials. I was just recounting to some of the people that are on live that April's been a super rainy month here, and we've been just inundated with tons and tons of rain. Hearing that the rain's coming up from Florida. If you know anything about the United States, you know that at least Florida can be super rainy, and sometimes here as well. But today, looking out my window, absolutely magnificent, beautiful sunny day. You can see I'm in short sleeves again, so back out. I'm going to try it all over again. Not really warm, but that's okay. It's still spring. I'm really happy. For those of you who are going to be celebrating Mother's Day in the next couple of weeks, we got some great specials for you. And I have to say, of the 4 countries that we're going to talk about today, Malaysia really hit the jackpot for May special. So I hope you'll be really excited to just join me and to talk a little bit about what's going on in many countries in the world. We've got some great, just new products, things I've never seen before. And I don't know, I'm imagining you've never seen them before either, because that's just kind of the way of the world. We have some specials in the US. As usual, we have our monthly special, our product of the month, and we also have some new things that are coming out that I've honestly just amazing for me. I'm so impressed by what dōTERRA is able to come out with month after month. For those of you who are overseas, you can order from the US if you wish. And you can absolutely order what's called NPR, which is, NFR. NPR is a radio station here in the United States. NFR, which is not for resale. And the not for resale items actually are super amazing. They you can order anything that you want from the US, and you can have it shipped to you in your country. You do pay a shipping fee, as far as I know. I don't know if you get US shipping. But if you're outside of the US, you can, oh, thank the Lord. You can get things delivered to your house wherever you may be. So hopefully you can see my screen and you can see the slides and you can see me. You can see I'm struggling a little bit. Maybe time to just cash in on this mouse and on this keyboard. If you have any great recommendations for mice and keyboards, I'll take them, because obviously this is too frustrating for words. But anyway, month of May, everybody. Happy to see everyone. I love flowers, so everywhere I'm going now, where I live, I see flowers, and that makes me really happy. If you're a flower lover, let me know, because I'd love to hear about it. We're going to start, as we usually do, in the US, and our first product of the month is Niuli. Now, many of you may be thinking, what is that? I've never heard of it before. It is part of the tea tree family. It does have kind of a natural stimulating aroma. You want to use it in your home for cleansing. You can use it to boost your skincare routine, also part of your oral hygiene. So you can put a drop in water, sort of swish it around, and then spit. We're not swallowing this necessarily. Melaleuca in general, for whatever reason, recently, I've noticed that some of the melaleucas are being touted as safe for ingestion. Others of them are not. So it's really an FDA regulation, because each and every tea tree has to be approved by the FDA, and it has to go through a process. The Food and Drug Administration in the United States, as you know, pretty strict. Sometimes they get it right. Sometimes they take their time. Either way, don't want you to swallow it just yet. Take your Niuli, swish it around in your mouth. You're going to feel that kind of tingly feeling, which is so lovely. You can also use it in a cleansing spray. Here's the other thing I want you to consider is it does provide healthy inflammatory support. So you could be putting it on the soles of your feet. You could be using it in a massage. If you're a person who's troubled by aches and pains, especially in your joints, whether that is a chronic thing for you, or maybe it's something that happens from time to time, you can use your Niuli to basically give yourself a little bit of a hand massage or a foot massage. Maybe your discomfort is in your shoulders or in your knees. Use your Niuli as part of your massage. As I mentioned, you're using it as a mouth rinse. That's for immunity and cleansing your gums, right? We want to keep our gums clean as much as we can. It's also good for healthy cellular support, bone. It is bone protective, and it has a lot of really, I want to say, just good properties. It's also tea tree, as we know, or neoli, as we know tea tree, but we're talking about neoli for a second. If you're having a sense of just anxiousness, inability to concentrate, maybe you're feeling either unsafe or defeated, caught up in life's trials or problems, this is a wonderful oil for you. I would strongly recommend it. I'm so grateful that we're getting it actually this month for free. So 2 months in a row, we've gotten some really special oils. We got Palmarosa last month, which is an unusual oil. And this month we're getting Neoli. Our 10% off is citronella. And I have to say, when I first heard citronella, I was like, I don't know if I love citronella. However, I started really reading up on it, and I realized how many cool things you can do with citronella. For those of you who don't know, I often recommend this book. I hope you can see it. Yep. The Essential Life book. This is the 8th edition. Looks just like the 7th, but is jam-packed with additional information. I have to be honest with you, I sometimes save the older editions because they changed some of the formatting, they've changed some of the wording, some of the things they've added or just subtracted. I can well imagine that they can't keep adding and adding, otherwise the book would be this fat. And even as it is, this is a pretty hefty volume. It is a hardcover book, and I want to say it has something like 600 pages, maybe more. Yep, 573. So big fat book, lots of information. I love it. I also use all the apps first, but folks, don't think I'm a Luddite, but I really do love my books. So what can you do with citronella? Most of you are probably thinking, yeah, bugs, bugs, and bugs, right? You want to apply that, of course, for bugs. You want to apply it on your skin or clothing before you're heading outdoors. You can put some into a sprayer bottle with some water and spray it around, maybe for your picnic table or wherever you're going to be sitting, maybe the edges of your blanket if you're going to be sitting outdoors on the ground, maybe for an outdoor concert. You can use it as an insect repellent on the collar for your pets. If you have a dog or a cat that wears a collar, you can apply it on there. You want to make sure that for your pets, you're always applying the essential oils onto your hand, your own hand first, and allowing them to smell it. You want to give them a sense of agency, and usually pets that are comfortable with the essential oil, whatever it may be, will maybe even lick your hand, or if they're not comfortable, they'll kind of back away, scoot away. So you want to make sure you're giving kind of that sniff test, if you will, for your pet, especially smaller animals. But citronella is one of the oils that you can use at least on their collar. If you're having a sense of, again, we're talking about sadness, maybe lack of sleep, low energy, you can use it for diffusing, applying it on the neck, the forehead, down the spine or up the spine. Use it in your shampoo and your conditioner for cleansing. For ladies, I know you do 1,000 things to your hair. I do too. Make sure it is color safe. So what I would do is, I don't know what kind of color you use. Some of you use natural vegetable dyes. Others of you use chemical dyes. Some of you maybe bleach your hair. Maybe you don't dye your hair at all, but you use some other sort of straightening or curling mechanism to make your hair look exactly the way you want it to look. Make sure you test it before you smush it all over your head, right? When it says cleansing, it's going to strip a little bit of the hair. Now, I know that sometimes my hair has a lot of buildup, and before I go in to have my hair done, my hairdresser will often use a cleanser to make sure my hair and my scalp are really clean. But make sure you're checking first, right? I don't want you to come and call me and say, oh, yuck, look what it did to my hair. Okay. For poor circulation, isn't that interesting? You can use it right here over your heart. For digestive or intestinal inflammation, you want to apply it over your lower abdomen or over your liver. For oxidative stress, which is a big one, you can be diffusing it, applying to the soles of the feet, over the liver. And then finally, last but not least, we always want to think of citronella when we think of cleaning and cleansing, which is a wonderful thing. The next, I have a quick blend for you, not super big. Using your Neoli, you can blend it with peppermint and grapefruit. Could give you a little pep in your step, but always think, if you're thinking of the smell profile, think it's close to tea tree, right? It is a big leaf and it is an evergreen, not an evergreen that grows in the United States. Evergreens in the United States tend to smell more piney. But this is a good blend. The other blend I'm going to give you, Bugs Be Gone. I know we all have bugs from time to time, and they can drive us insane, because bugs outdoors, okay, good, go do your job. But bugs inside my house, no, please go away. I don't want bugs in my house. Bugs Be Gone, you're blending your lemongrass, peppermint, spearmint, and citronella. And I have to say, I like that smell. It's kind of that spicy lemongrassy citronella with the 2 mints, which can make it more palatable. Sometimes just citronella alone or just lemongrass alone can be a little tough on the nose, but I like that. I like that blend. And spearmint has a lot of natural sweetness in it, which I think is going to smooth out the bumps in that blend. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Singapore. Product of the month in Singapore is Citrus Bloom. In Citrus Bloom, we've got wild orange, grapefruit, lavender, Roman chamomile, and magnolia. And it's going to kind of support a healthy and energized frame of mind, giving you a positive outlook. Whenever you think citrus, you want to think upbeat. Same thing with flowers, improving our outlook, helping reducing feelings of maybe anxiousness or tension. You can improve your work environment. You can diffuse it. You could apply it through the afternoon if you wanted to, putting a few drops on your wrists, or neck as a personal perfume. And then finally, you could add it to your body lotion. I would be carrying this probably with me throughout the day. I often use Citrus Bloom interchangeably with my Adaptive Roll-On. I do understand that my Adaptive Roll-On has a lot more ingredients, and ingredients that are meant specifically for me to kind of boost my mood and to feel more elevated. However, I love the smell of Citrus Bloom, and I think if you love something, it's going to boost your mood in either way. But I would use the two of those interchangeably. The 10% off in Singapore is going to be ylang-ylang. Again, another personal favorite. If you're an ylang-ylang lover, give me a thing in the chat. I'd love to hear it. You can combine it with a carrier oil for massage. You can rejuvenate your skin. You can inhale it, of course, directly from your cupped hands. It's for, I want to say, calming, peaceful, distress-free environment. You also want to use it if you're feeling extreme sadness like grief or shock. You can take it in a veggie cap or put it right on the tongue or in a glass of water to maintain healthy blood pressure. You can add a few drops to your conditioner for healthy hair growth, warm bath. But the number one reason that I love ylang-ylang, and that's why I don't understand why people shy away from it. It's wonderful for hormonal balance. So if you have hormonal imbalances, you want to use your ylang-ylang, use it on your lower abdomen. It can also be used for low libido. You can use it for a sensual massage. I love the ylang-ylang. I love the sweetness of it. I often combine it with jasmine because together I feel like they're just, I don't know, floral, heady. There's something intoxicating for me about ylang-ylang, and I hope you too. Okay, the enrollment promotion of In Bloom is still going on. You can earn a rose, a jasmine, or a sweet gum, depending on the amount of enrollers you have and the amount of people you enroll. We talked a little bit about sweet gum last week. It's primarily known for its benefits when applied topically for wound healing, but it's also can promote feelings of calmness or restfulness. It's used also as a fixative in fragrances. So if you've used sweet gum, you can actually blend it with other things and make the depth or the lasting power of your fragrance. If you're using a personal fragrance, just something longer. Think of the word gum, right? Sticky, so it's going to actually stick the things in place. We've got in Singapore, we've got our Rose Duet Kit. super cool. Now, for anybody who attended the leadership program in the US, so leadership was in March, all the attendees received a kit for free, which was really an amazing gift. Now in Singapore, this is a limited edition. To get yours, you have to take 3 steps. Step number 1, you have to purchase a dōTERRA Singapore Shine event ticket. Not too hard, right? 2, you have to attend the event on May 6th, because I'm assuming they're going to be able to give it away at that event. The event is on May 6th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And number 3, you're going to purchase the Rose Duet kit, which is exclusive for ticket holders with a minimum 100 PV enrollment. Let's talk a little bit about Rose, because I think it's super important. Rose is wonderful. Now, these 2 specific products are made for skincare, right? So the Rose Hydrating Mist is going to give your face like just a wonderful glowy boost. You're going to pair it with a nourishing oil. I would probably be using these 2 products at night. After you cleanse your face, first apply the hydrating mist, then apply the nourishing oil. If you're a person who uses gua sha, I would be doing my gua sha at that time, because rose oil is wonderful and moisturizing, and the gua sha stone can actually help to increase circulation within the face, and also to improve the way that your skin absorbs any of the oils or products. So that's super important. Rose, as we know, is wonderful for the brain and the nerves. So when you're doing your gua sha, as you're passing it here over your forehead, over your third eye, or perhaps you're under here, under your eyes, you can actually relax your face in ways that honestly you probably couldn't do if you were just using a plain oil like a fractionated coconut oil. So this is a really special product. We know that rose is wonderful for bacterial infections. So if you're a person who suffers from any sort of skin issues, maybe on a monthly basis or on a regular basis, it can help you with any bacterial issues that you may be having on the skin of your face. And then finally, we know that it's terrific for fine lines, scars, wrinkles, and redness. All of those are going to be boosted with your rose. Any product really that has natural rose in it. I don't want to say any product, but rose is really the powerhouse of face and skin. We have a beautiful Mother's Day special. I have to say, I missed it in the US. I was too slow and now it's sold out. So don't miss out. Grab it while you can. The Mother's Day special is the Blooming Trio kit. You're going to get 5 milliliter roll-ons of the jasmine, the neroli, and the gardenia. And then you're also going to get that little carrying case, a leather carrying case. So cute, super special. I have to say, wrap it up with some wrapping paper, stick on a bow, buy a card, and you're done, right? And it's not even super expensive. It is wholesale price is 62 Sing dollars with a PV of 29. We are in the season of flowers. Neroli is one of those oils that I would be blending probably with my ylang-ylang for any sort of low libido issues, and also those are any hormonal issues. And I would be using my gardenia to uplift my mood, especially if I was going through a time of sadness or inability to concentrate. That would be the ways that I would be using my gardenia. But any way you slice it, these 3 oils in this little package are just adorable and perfect for mom. Okay, the last but not least, in Singapore, we actually have something called the dōTerra program. As an enrollee, if you have a new enrollee in May, you can get a limited additional bubble diffuser, which are so hard to get. I mean, I don't even know how many times I've tried to get a bubble and I can't. I get on and they're gone. And I know they came out in cute new colors, but at least for now, I have 2 that I was gifted, 1 that I broke, and then I have 1 left, which I'm guarding very carefully, but I'd love to have a few more to be able to give them away. Super cute. For right now, you have to win it. Here's the other thing. The more people you enroll, the more bubbles you can win. So enroll some people and get some bubbles. I think it's super cute and a really nice, effective promotion. Okay, let's talk Malaysia. So Malaysia, as I mentioned before, you absolutely hit the jackpot in terms of promos this month. The May promos in Malaysia are amazing. Okay, so number one product of the month is tea tree. Love tea tree. It's used for everything from sore throats to athlete's foot, toenail fungus, known throughout the world for its antiseptic, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal power. This tea tree is no different. I love tea tree. I've been using it for years. You can use it for acne, for pink eye, for infections on or around the face. You want to apply it around probably, or maybe on the bandage. Whenever we're using essential oils like tea tree around the eye area or for the ears, we want to make sure that we're not getting into the eyes or pouring it into the ears. So for the eyes, I would be making big eyeglasses around, right? Like fake eyeglasses around my eyes like this. And I have to say my right eye is so much better. I have not been applying tea tree because that was not my issue. My issue was an injury to my eye. So frankincense and lavender were what I put around my eye. But if you had pink eye, which is basically a small infection, usually around the outer edge of the eye, tea tree is your thing. If you had a small infection, maybe in the ear, it might be something that you want to consider applying around the ear, but use your essential oils, but especially your tea tree. Okay, now we've got, let's see what we have in it. Now, here come all our really cool specials, right? Number one on the hit parade is a Happy Mother's Day special. One of the new products are the anti-wrinkle tightening masks. You all know how to use masks. You've used them in the past before, whether dōTERRA or someplace else. You know, you're just going to open it up, unfold it, and kind of place it on your face and relax. I don't know when you like to use your masks, but I love to use them right before I go to sleep. So I'm going to read or listen to a podcast or something. I'll put on my mask. And if I'm reading, obviously I have to keep my eyes open. But if I'm just listening, I can just kind of lay there. Sometimes actually I fall asleep with my mask on. Don't think it's the worst thing. I don't know. Occasionally I've had a really dry mask that I've had to take off my face, but for the most part, I wake up and my face is just super rejuvenated. This mask is no different. You're going to get 2 masks, 1 bottle of Kananga oil, which is also very rare, and a rose quartz gua sha stone with a black felt back. Terrific combo. And also at a great, and so obviously everything is going to be at reduced prices. Next on the hit parade is we've got our PB Assist in sachets, which is a totally different product. The PB Assist that we see in the US in sachets is a child's product. This is not, this is an adult product. What's cool about these particular combos is you're going to see how Malaysia put their twist on it. So number one is the PB Assist single packet, if you will, that's called the trial kit, has 12 sachets, 12 or 15, 15 it has multiple sachets, and you're also going to get a peppermint oil in there that's going to be 225 with a PV of 50. The self-care kit, which is the bigger kit on the right, is actually going to be 2 boxes plus a peppermint and a Zengest. So we're trying to build up our gut. There's been a lot of new research showing that for almost everything, we need to have a healthy gut microbiome. The number one thing that damages our gut microbiome: ultra processed foods. So what are ultra processed foods? I'm just going to call them any food that when you turn it around and read the label has an ingredient in there that you do not find in a home kitchen. So if you cannot go to the store and find hydrolyzed protein isolate in your kitchen, you can't get it at a supermarket, you're barking up the wrong tree. You want to make sure that you're getting products that don't have all sorts of ultra processed foods. They're killing your microbiome. And that's kind of the whole the apple or the ball rolling down the hill. We don't support our healthy gut microbiome, and then we can't lose weight, and then we have difficulty with our metabolism, and on and on and on. So this is a wonderful new product line. I'm super excited to see it. The next thing that we have is the PB Intensive Kit that's on the left. That's going to be 4 boxes plus peppermint, Zengest, and lemon. And then finally, the last one is the Family Kit, which is going to include the 8 PB assists, Terra Mix, which is your 2 large containers on the right-hand side, and then peppermint, Zengest, and lemon, like the other kit. Just amazing new product line. I like the fact that they have these in multiples. You could also be using this if you were teaching classes and you want to be able to teach the method or the model, if you will, of healthy digestion. I also think many people, now that Ramadan is ended, I've maybe had a lot of feasting and they want to make sure that their gut is super healthy. Okay, here we have the PB Assist new enrollee special. You can enroll someone really with any kit, but just for an example, here we have our small kit on the left. You enroll with a kit, and then you're going to get the PB. This is the PB Assist enrollee special. And this actually, I'm sorry, this kit with the diffuser, the 5 oils, the fractionated coconut oil, and the diffuser, plus the PB Assist, are going to be $119. So the wholesale price of $119, which really isn't bad. That really kind of throws everything in for a really wonderful price. Okay. New products. Okay, so these are all what I'm going to call promo products, but Malaysia has a whole bunch of them, which is really kind of cool. If you're a person who just loves promo products from dōTERRA, there's quite a selection in Malaysia this month, or while supplies last. While I'm speaking, this could be running out. I kind of hope not, because it's 9 p.m. on day 1. So if they sold out, they sold out, but I'm going to show you everything that came out this morning. From left to right, we have a suede oil clutch. We've got a spa headband. That's a 3-pack. And then the kids hydrate and happy water bottle. And finally, the sun salutation tumbler with a handle. And these, I think they look pretty cool. I actually love that suede pouch, and I love the headbands. I find that when I wash my face now, I want to make sure that I have a headband to keep my hair dry. Otherwise, all of my hair gets wet. So the headbands are super cute. Then we've got the double down oil carrying case. This is again left to right. We've got the Aroma Touch carrying bag. And then we've got an Aroma Touch waist bag, which you can kind of strap on and wear whatever, if you're out and about and you want to bring your oils with you, or you're giving an Aroma Touch and you just want to have them conveniently on you if you're a massage therapist or you're going to give some massages. Last but not least, we've got the Essential Gym bag, the floral mini sling, which I think is super cute. And then last but not least, the glass tumbler with a straw. Now, I'm sure many of these products are coming out in time for Mother's Day, so you can make some cool combinations of a branded product with a set of essential oils, one of the roll-ons, and give mom something extra cute. They will not last, folks. This is always the way of the world with dōTERRA. They come out with something really adorable and then boop, it's gone. Many of you know, if you've been to leadership or you've been to convention, when you get down to the area, usually they're either down below or in the back where they have all the promo items. There's just kind of a frenzy of people, trying to grab all the most popular items, and they go literally in a day. So if you love it, get it. If you're not interested, then let it go. But I love that little floral pouch. I think it's so cute. It's adorable. Malaysia also has the In Bloom promotion. This is going to be continuing on, as I said, through the end of the month. Let's talk a little bit about rose and jasmine now. For rose, we want to talk about using our rose for brain and nerve issues, also for bacterial infections, or for poison ivy. You can use it for heart issues, applying it right over the heart. And again, when we talked about the rose before, we talked about using it for fine lines or any facial issues. Your jasmine, you're using for hormonal balance, uterine health. You can use it during labor and delivery, which is the amazing thing about jasmine. You can use it for breast milk supply, also hormonal balance, or low dopamine levels. So these are some really amazing, very expensive oils. So if you have the opportunity to win them, I would take them. I would rise to the challenge and grab these oils when you can. Okay. Hygge room spray. This is a cool one. Let's talk a little bit about Hygge for a minute. It's one of those oils who came out. It's kind of been in and out for a while. I love the Hygge room spray. I think we had it available at Christmas, I want to say about a year ago. It includes Hygge and yes, that word Hygge is pronounced Hygge, but we can pronounce it Hygge for now. Wild orange, cedarwood, amyris, frankincense, myrrh, cistus, vetiver, tonka bean, and vanilla. So it's going to have kind of a warm, spicy aroma. We all know wild orange gives us an uplifting note. Cedarwood is warm and woody. It's going to relax us. Let's talk a little bit about amyris. Amyris comes from something that's called torchwood. It's a stronger scent. It's used very distinctive. It's slightly sweet and balsamic, woody, maybe a little bit fruity. So when you're thinking about balsamic vinegar, that's what you can be thinking about with amyris. Perfumers usually use it as a fixative, and it's also more cost effective than sandalwood. So that's why it's often used in preparations, but really has a lovely smell. The frankincense and the myrrh are going to give you that soft kind of amber depth to the blend, which I really like. Cistus has kind of a sweet almond, almost like a cherry-like aroma, which is kind of warm and fruity. Cistus has been used since biblical times. It's also known as rock rose, sun rose, rose of Sharon, and labdanum, which I think we've heard of many of these before, which is interesting. I think we've even seen them in some of our biblical blends or historical blends. Vetiver in the blend is going to be calming. And then finally, tonka bean. Tonka bean is so interesting. Comes from a fruit, from the fruit of something called dōTERRA odorata. And it's known for having a very high quantity of coumarin. And so coumarin is kind of a sweet, almost like a vanilla bean, I would say. And the bean shavings are used in sweet dishes and for flavoring, but they have to be used very, very sparingly. It's used in cosmetics, perfumes, and even detergents and tobacco to get that kind of sweet aroma, different, like that caramelly aroma, right? Different from vanilla, but also kind of a great marrying. So you've got the sweet, the woody, you've got that kind of ambery scent, very, very, I don't know, like a heady type of a smell. I love Hygge, and the room spray I feel is a little less strong than just diffusing the oil. If you were using a water-based diffuser, it'd probably be fine, but I do love the spray. So this is going to be available as a limited time offer while stocks last from today, right? 43 with a PV of 6. Last but not least, do you know that in Malaysia, you're getting exclusive discounting shipping? This is started in March, but it's until further notice. You're only going to pay 5 instead of a usual 15 for any purchase over 100. So that's really I think that's a great deal. So if you're purchasing, I know in the US, what we've basically done is we've reduced our shipping to 0 if you're paying, if you're buying 100 PV or more. So that makes a big difference for many people that are either cost conscious or thinking, well, I got free shipping from somebody else. Try to make sure that your customers and the people that you are working with know about the exclusive discounted shipping rate. I've got a couple of blends for you, some diffuser blends. You could also usually use these in a roller bottle. Just want to get the proportions right. So for sinus relief, and many of us are challenged, our sinuses are being challenged right now in the springtime weather with all of the pollen that's coming out. We've got eucalyptus, tea tree, and peppermint for that sinus relief. And oh, I still have the Philippines to show you. So exciting. So Philippines has product of the month is lavender, 5 milliliters, and the 10% off is clary sage. We all know lavender and all the things that it can do. Just want to mention again that clary sage, fabulous for calming, and also we want to use it for women during their hormonal cycle. So during your menstrual cycle, you want to rub it for 3 to 5 drops, I would say, on your lower abdomen for soothing and relief of any sort of discomfort that you may be feeling. You can use it on the lower abdomen, on the lower back, but for women, clary sage is just magic product. I would absolutely include it. I have a little clay mask here that's kind of fun. You can use some bentonite clay and some apple cider vinegar. You're going to mix those together and you're going to apply it with a little bit of your essential oil and then leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. It's going to be a little bit astringent, which is nice. It can basically cleanse out your skin. That's what the bentonite clay does, is removes any kind of gunk from your pores, and then just kind of rinse, and then you're going to moisturize your skin, which I really love. Whoops. Okay. I think last but not least, we've got One Peaceful Sleep, clary sage, lavender, and cedar wood. And finally, I just want to remind you that we're on all social media platforms. We hope so much that you'll be following us. If you have any questions, if you want to add a comment, drop your comments below. Come find us on Instagram. We're on there every single day when we're posting all different sorts of things. You can learn a lot more either there or on TikTok, if TikTok's available for you. And we're really glad that you came today. Thank you for having been here. We have kind of an interesting month. I think it was really a nice one. And we also have a great list of products. Oh, nice. Each and every month, I feel like dōTERRA outdoes itself with the different sorts of products that it offers and the different ways in which it provides us with information and with all different sorts of new things that we want, both for our oops. Yeah, this is interesting. Trying to stop the share, folks. So we're still online and we are, yeah. Finally, we're back. Okay. dōTERRA does a wonderful job, I feel like, each and every month, providing us with products that we like, products that we are going to use, and also things that are just going to plain old make us happy. So for those of you who are still on YouTube with me, have a wonderful week and we'll see you real soon. And if you're online, stay on. We're always giving away some wonderful prizes, and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.